Hello. Right, so it's now 11 a.m. I've delivered my cushions, collected a little bit of fabric. There is more to collect, or there was more that I could have carried with me, but my aim today is to walk 4 miles, and I wouldn't be able to walk properly for 4 miles. Well, for the remaining 2 miles with what is there to transport. So it's going to get dropped off later on. Right, so this is just a very quick one. About the time when I used to have every second of every day to myself. So I was just interacting with members of staff, and one of them asked me how my sister is. So whenever people ask me how my sister is, it's usual. I can't say she's getting better as such, because, and it may seem that I'm being horrible in saying that I don't see any effort. Granted, people could say that I'm judging by my standards, right? But it's not necessarily that I'm judging by my standards. It's that I'm the one being inconvenienced. So from that perspective, it's more about the other person sort of honoring and respecting the person in charge's time. So the fact that I don't see any effort forthcoming, to me, is a sign that my time isn't really being considered. You know what I mean? The time that so far that I've spent, I'm not going to say looking after her. I'm just there making sure everything is all right, that nothing untoward happens to her. But there are some times when I don't have enough time to do everything. Least of all for myself, I'm the one that usually gets left out of the equation, because she always gets what she needs. And it's a thing where people will say to me, never mind, God is in charge, God is watching, and all this thing. And it's like, I don't want to hear that. I'm tired of hearing that. Of course, God is aware of the situation, but I don't believe that it needed to have happened in the first place. Because I think if you do, but I don't think I know, if you do what you're supposed to do, then you have claim on God. You can go to him and insist that he helps you, to find the knowledge and the wisdom that perhaps you lack. But only after you've shown willingness to not necessarily act upon what you're going to find out, but what you've already acquired. It's a bit like seeking the old running before you can walk analogy. So I was listening last night to some, I'm trying to think who it was. Anyway, it was a YouTuber who doesn't do Halloween because he believes it's satanic, but he was advising his listeners or his viewers to pray to God if they're going to take part, pray to God to protect them, and to pray over the candy. It's American, Canadian guy. Pray over the candy. And I think God isn't going to do anything, because if you know that something is satanic, as some say, I would withhold my own opinion. But if you know that something is not good, why on earth are you even going there? What, you know what I mean? Why would you even be getting involved in it? So that's just an example. Like I've said, I've given people advice, not because I've gone out looking to give advice. I've given advice when they've come to me. Even recently, someone asked me what's the best exercise. Not necessarily the best exercise, but just exercise that's easy to do. That, if you don't have a lot of time available to you, what can you do? And I said walking. Anybody can walk. It's just putting one foot in front of the other, providing your legs work. And I've given advice to people who actually solicited me, and I've done nothing about it. So the idea that all you need to do is pray to God and He's going to answer you, no, He won't. If you had an opportunity to do something while all was well and you chose not to, He's not going to help you. So, as I said, this is just a short video. So those are my thoughts anyway. So it is kind of frustrating having to deal with my sister when I know that she didn't necessarily need to have been in that situation in which she is now. So that's it. All right, take care. Bye.